All right, everyone, it's time for morning coffee break. Today's Sunday, June 13th. I had a problem. I was trying to flip it back and forth, like I did. And this time, when I did, it cut off at 2 minutes. I hope there's not something going on here with this phone. I'll see if it gets past 2 minutes right here. Currently, it's 70 degrees. High is 87. Chance of rain is 30%. Humidity is 90%. Winds are at 6 miles per hour, and air quality is 24, and that's good. I don't have anything hardly on my storage. I mean, for having 128 MBs or whatever. So I don't know why it would cut off. I haven't changed anything since yesterday that I know of. So let's see what happens when it gets to 2 minutes. Surely it's not something that's I accidentally hit, because I don't know. I don't want to start having any problems, but I was messing around doing it back. I flipped it. I started it on the front camera like this one is, and then I flipped it towards me, and then when I flipped it back, the timer at the bottom disappeared, and when it does that, it cuts off. So I don't know if it's something. It worked fine when I did it the other day, so I don't know what. Let me see what happens when we get to 2 minutes, y'all, if it keeps going. If not, I got a problem. I'm coming up on it right now. Well, it must be something I did flipping it back and forth, so I'm gonna have to read more about that. But when I did it yesterday, it worked fine. I didn't have any problems doing that. So I don't know what I did something different, or I really didn't do anything different. I'm just saying it. When I did the same thing I did yesterday, it cut off like my other phone did. It's not a super big deal, but I need to find out how to keep it from doing that. So that's just one thing. Let's see what happens when I take a picture. Okay, that didn't affect it. How's everybody out here? Well, that eggplant looks a little better. There's some onions down there. They're not, it takes a long time for onions. The okra still looks okay. Something ate all this mustard here. It's just, you can tell it's about gone. I think the potatoes are starting to wind down. And we got some more of these daikon radish. I need to push dirt up against them when I have time. And all the others are doing pretty good. Here's the lettuce. We've eaten some of it. And this, it looks pretty nice, that tomato. I believe it's an old German tomato. I got out here yesterday. I've been coming out here every day and using my electric toothbrush, because you'll have new flowers every day, and as long as they're looking like this, I mean, as long as you can see them and they're still yellow and not shriveled, you can still pollinate them. So look at the birds. Let's see if I can get closer to them. Look at that. I can get good pictures of them now. There's a blue jay down there again. And a lot of birds. They're liking that suet. Okay. That one looks good. Well, they're growing like crazy with this rain, y'all. Look at this. I may have to, at some point in time, when they start falling all over each other. I don't have anything higher. You could probably take another cage and flip it over and attach it, but it would probably get too heavy for how far it is. It would probably fall over anyway, get top heavy. But eventually I may have to top some of these. I don't like to have to do that, but if they start to break when they fall over, of course that's a good thing. I mean, that shows they're growing though. And they've grown some since yesterday. They really have. This one here is going crazy. I'm definitely going to include beefsteak, it looks like, next year. I'm going to be keeping track. When I harvest the tomatoes, I'm going to write down, I made a diagram or whatever, a chart, and I'm going to put down what it is, what variety it is, and I'm going to add them up at the end of the year, and then I'll see the ones that I want to, that produce the best. And I have a feeling Cherokee Purple and beefsteak are probably going to be two of them. That way it'll be a good decision for next year. That one's on the outside of that. Oh boy. It'll be okay. I'll tie it up. That's a small cage is one reason. Getting these, I'll probably have to prune some of these down here on the bottom that are turning yellow. Get them out of there. They don't need to be sucking in the nutrients and water from the others. Some of the onions are looking a little bit better. I hope the ants leave them alone. I think that's what the culprit was here. Here's one right here. See, they just cut it off. It was right there. That's what they do. So I hear the train. That's unusual. Lately, I hadn't heard it too much. How can I put this? Stick on somebody. There. I don't know if that won't grab yet or not. I don't think that'll grab it yet. Looking good. I may have to cut back some more branches that are over these banana peppers. Anything that's hanging over them is taking away their sun. But there's more blooms on them today. You can see. The green beans, they're in there. They still got a ways to go. Of course, a couple of them, one of them at least was a bush variety, I think. So it won't grow as tall. I mean, it won't go crazy. But the others should climb pretty good. Cucumbers. Come on. Grab hold. They're doing pretty good. Let's see about that one that I self-pollinated yesterday. Well, it's not shriveled up today. I'll record the progress of it. Okay, do I have it in there? Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one, see what happens. It's a little experiment. I see more in here. There's two. I'd like to get a picture of those in there. Let me move that. Okay. The cucumbers are looking way healthier. Joe, you probably especially remember, they would get blight over there or something. All the leaves would just turn yellow, right? By now I would have already had yellow leaves and that are dying and stuff. This side needs to go down a little bit. It's sticking up. Yeah, that's better. But these look healthy. Rashes look good. Oh yeah, there was a rabbit laying about about right here this morning. Big one. I have a feeling that's the one that's been just reaching in here and eating. It could sit out here, you know, it's so big, and just sit here and munch on everything. I'm getting a lot of mushrooms. And but I thought for sure, I came out here and I thought for sure I couldn't eat. It wasn't scared of me. It just sat there looking at me. But it didn't eat anymore, so maybe that repellent, I put it all the way around here, and then I put it like a half moon, and right in front of these on each side. And I know it rained, but I put it down twice, so maybe there was enough of it. It decided not to mess with it. One of these peppers fell off. I don't want to touch this one too much. One of them fell off, so we put it in the jambalaya I made yesterday. I ended up making homemade jambalaya. I'll talk about that in a minute. But everybody's looking pretty good here. I think the compost is going to do the trick over here, y'all. These look much better. If y'all have been watching me every day, you know, see my garden updates, look how these are growing. Look at that one. That's especially doing good. And those are the cacao, the ones I had last year. I had cacao and I had a Ichiban. I don't know if there's any of the Ichiban in here. They didn't look too good. I think they're over there. They were in the 6-pack, or little 3-packs, and they didn't do as good. But the cacao are the ones, they did real good last year. These won't get that big because they're a patio variety. I should have maybe thought about that, but they'll still grow. They'll still have them, they just won't be as tall as the others. But you're seeing multiple flowers now. Look at these. That one might be one, because the thing didn't fall off. There may be one in there. You're seeing a lot more, you know, just looking better. And here's one on my, that one's gonna break off right there, I tell you. Here's this one on my Ghostbuster, that's a white one. So, they're looking good. I'm not gonna go over here, I don't think. Look, this bird's right here. See, I mean, I'm 5 foot away, 6 foot. Hi there. How are you? Yeah, those flowers are still growing over there. But wow, y'all. The rain is really making some growth happen. Let me get a drink of coffee. See if this thing's still running. I couldn't see it. Yeah. So there must be one way if you do it and switch it back and forth, it must mess it up a little. Not to trip over that plant, I guess. I'm gonna see if there's any information on that. Yeah, this is like, that's one of the Ichiban. They're just not doing as good as they did last year. They didn't have any big ones either. They just had little ones. God, where'd this rock come from in here? Put that over there with all the other. I think we're gonna mow day after tomorrow. It's not real bad, really. Boy, I hadn't been keeping up with this one. It'll stop growing. It'll stop making more. Yeah, the ants got that one. Maybe that'll be enough to keep it going. These are getting bigger. Trying to keep this stuff out of these. They're growing good. These here take a while. They get big. That's a plant. That's good enough for now. They look pretty good, everything. This one here, everything's just kind of done its thing for now until something else grows. See all these, I'm sure these are like seeds. You know, I'll have to wait till they dry and get me some. And I don't know about the seeds on these. Have they already fallen off with the little flowers, the little yellow flowers? I don't know. I came out here yesterday afternoon, did a little bit more of this. Pulling all this stuff out of here. Ooh, there's a nice little ladybug. I'd like to get a picture of it. Where are you going? Come here. Oh, it fell down in there. I was gonna get a picture of it. Oh well. Yeah, I was worried my phone was messing up when it cut off again. But I did something wrong. There's a bee. Wow, a bumblebee finally. How you doing there? Huh? You liking that? They love the cornflowers. I can't see what the time says. We got some errands to run. I don't know if I'll do a drive with this or not. It's a beautiful day for it though. Yeah, everything here kind of bloomed early. It looks like that foxglove, it looks like it's gonna have more on it. It's still green and everything. It's got these little, like buds on it. Let's see if it blooms more than once. Let's see. All right. I got my my cover, my case cover or whatever for my phone, protective cover, and I think it comes tomorrow. I think I got one of those tempered glass screen protectors I'm gonna put on. I just hope it doesn't have any bubbles. If it's one of those that does that. I don't know, maybe the tempered glass one, you won't have any bubbles in it. That drives me crazy too. Okay. Let me get this right. Okay. All right. Like I said, I think I said it, maybe not. I'll have a drive with us video today when we went to get a movie at Redbox. And it was pretty good, but I had so much going on last night. Donna unboxes. I'm a moderator on her lives, and she had a great live last night, and I was doing that, so I didn't I wasn't able to do a few other things till late or anything, so I had so much going on with videos and stuff, so I'm gonna wait till today to send that one out, but it'll be ready to go. And like I said, I might do one today. I don't know if I will or not. Just depends where we go. Today's thumbnail, I had a jambalaya mix, and I thought we had just got it, but it must have been in the cabinet for a long time in the seasoning packet. There was nothing really wrong with the rice, but anyway, I threw it away because it had been in there for a while, and the seasoning was hard, and I knew it wouldn't dissolve good that way. So anyway, I ended up using it was Zatarain's. It was just a garlic rice is all it was. So I put like some chili powder in it, because the jambalaya obviously has chili powder in it. And then I put my own seasonings in it, and it was actually better than it would have been with the with the package of seasoning. It is really good. And we had some peas. We don't have them very often, but every now and then we have them. And those Hawaiian rolls from Dollar Tree are great. They're really, really good. So I recommend them. $1 for 6 is not bad. That's enough for a family, to have them. You're not wasting, because stuff like that in the summer will get mold on it quick from the humidity and stuff. So you use it all. Next time, get you another one. And what's for dinner, I'm not sure yet. I know we're going to the store. I didn't set anything out, of course. I forgot with all this going on. And as far as I made a little change on morning prayer request and devotion show. It is now the early morning prayer request and devotion show. A lot of people, I was doing it anyway, pre-recording it, because it takes so long to get everything approved and to get it up and running, and it was running late, and that would make me run late on morning coffee break. So I was already doing it and then just sending it out in the morning. But a lot of people they might work nights or something, and they could see that when they get off work, or some people that work days, they just maybe not have time, or they might get up earlier than the show is, and then things get away from them and they don't get a chance to watch it. And then people that are night owls, like Diane and Diane Parker and Diane Clark, I think, are both night owls, and they've already said that they like it. And if somebody just needs to hear the word, hear some encouragement, and I've already getting more views on it, so I think that was a good decision. It's been morning prayer request devotions probably from this time I started. I've never changed one thing about it. It's always been that. So now it's early morning. All right. Ask My Tablet. We did a good one yesterday. If y'all haven't watched it, please check it out one time and you'll be hooked. We need 10 more questions for the next one, so get them in your comment area. Send us some questions. Now it's time for today's tidbits. Okay, give me a drink of coffee. This might run a little late. I apologize if it does. These take a while. The cyclone that upended a waterfall. Okay. Ophelia started as a hurricane and evolved into a post-tropical cyclone that ravaged the UK and Ireland in 2017. It had some surreal effects, including reversing a waterfall. Ophelia's winds made a waterfall in the Malistang Valley spray water into the sky. Such instances aren't quite rare, as particularly strong gusts can have this effect. I'm not going to show this. It's a picture of a child. Don't leave children unattended in cars in summer. As the sweltering heat of summer arrives, the temperature inside your car can reach life-threatening levels. Children should never be left unattended in a vehicle as they can't regulate their body temperature like adults. Temperatures in a car with closed windows can reach 60 something. I don't know if that's a blooper. Raising the body temperature of children to 107, which can be fatal. I don't know. Well, if it reaches 60, that wouldn't be. I think they've got a typo there. It's probably much more than that. Okay. The puzzling mystery of desert music. Did you know that sand dunes make sounds regularly? It can last for up to 15 minutes and be heard even 6 miles away. Wind forces sand to accumulate at the top of the dune until it reaches a tipping point. The eventual sand avalanche produces a bellowing noise. Researchers predict the maximum loudness of the singing can be 105 decibels. Wow. Not all volcanic lava is red. Ew. The electric blue lava of Indonesia's Kawaiian volcano makes it a tourist hotspot. Get it? Hotspot? The lava by itself is ordinary but gets its stunning color from the combustion of sulfur-rich gases. As pressurized gases burn, sulfur condenses into a liquid and flows for some distance before solidifying. The night is the best time to catch this beautiful sight. Twin Cities roads buckle due to scorching heat. The state transportation officials have responded to 43 incidents of road buckling in the metro area since 90-degree temperature scorched Twin Cities and Minneapolis, Minnesota. Highs are forecasted to be in the 90s and upper 80s through the week. Notably, a lane of Interstate 90 near Iota was closed after the pavement buckled. There's that bird. You can see it much better now, can't you? Beautiful. Okay. Sorry, I had to pause for that. Okay. Salar de Uyuni, a photographer's dreamland. See if you, how would you pronounce that? Uyuni. Yeah, Uyuni. I'm not going to pronounce. Is the world's largest salt flat and one of the Earth's most beautiful vistas. The 3,900 square mile salt desert is located at an altitude of 3,650 meters in Bolivia. Despite extreme temperatures, it sustains life. Visit the location during the wet season if you wish to catch the mirror effect. Best lakes in the U.S. to cool off this summer. It's pretty. When the weather heats up, the lakes are the best places to visit to cool off in summer. Lake Ouachita is Arkansas's largest body of water and is best experienced on a weekend trek. Trampas Lakes in New Mexico, Lost Lake in Michigan, Summit Lake in California, and Navajo Lake in Colorado are some perfect lakes to visit this summer. Why doesn't the night sky get completely dark? Air glow is the reason why the night sky doesn't get truly dark. It is caused when the chemical reactions between gases in the air release light. They are present both day and night and are most commonly visible in green, red, and blue colors. If you live in an area with a night sky, you can enjoy watching and photographing them. 2 gaseous planets discovered by citizen scientists. Planet Hunters TESS is a NASA-funded citizen science project that looks for evidence of planets beyond our solar system. It enables citizens to collaborate with scientists. It has announced the discovery of 2 new exoplanets by citizen scientists. One of the planets is about the size of Neptune. The other is 5.8 times bigger than Earth. Lastly, the dogs. You remember that? 2 dogs trapped in giant Mexico sinkhole rescued. 2 dogs that fell into a giant sinkhole in Puebla, Mexico on Monday were rescued after 4 days on Thursday. Firefighters descended into the 50 feet deep sinkhole using a ladder and pulled the dogs to safety using ropes. The dogs are now in the care of veterinarians and are safe, the local government officials reported. And that's going to be it for today's tidbits, and that's going to be it for Morning Coffee Break. I hope you enjoyed it. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. And share with somebody today, please. Share it on Facebook. Thanks so much, everybody, and I'll see you later on, and God bless.